Hello everybody and welcome back to Lem's Creations DIY. My name is Tammy and on today's video we are making a frame shelf. This is my inspiration. What you will need is a frame. Just the frame. You can get rid of the glass and the backing, but hold on to those for later. 2 pieces of wood that measure for my frame are 1 by 4 by 11/5/8 and another 2 pieces at 1 by 4 by 8 1/4. You'll need some sandpaper, and if you have it, a sander, some stain, some paint and tools to put it on, some wood glue, a hammer or a drill. Now we are going to sand our wood. When white pine sits there for a little while, it tends to get this natural yellow tone to it. So sanding it will help bring out the whiteness of the wood. Also, you need to sand all those edges of where it was cut to get all the little pieces of wood that are still there off. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to stain our wood. We're going to pour a little bit in onto the plate. And of course, again, I made a mess. I always make a mess, but we can still use it. And we're going to stain all of the edges. I will do this to all 4 pieces. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to take apart the frame. I'm going to cut off the little hanger and take out all the backing and the glass and put those aside for maybe another project to use in the future. I'm also going to take out all those little staples that are sitting around the frame that hold in the backing so that they don't get in the way for later on. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my frame. I'm starting with the backing. So this way, when I do the other side, if anything happens, it happens on the back. I'm going to give this frame 2 coats of white on the back and another 2 generous coats of white on the front. I want to make sure that I'm going to get into all those little tiny crevices because this frame has a nice embossing on it of flowers, so I want to make sure to get that white in there as best as I can. And now, using the brush that I used to put the stain on the wood, I'm just going to distress where all those flowers and the embossing are, just to pull those out so I could see them a little better. They were kind of hiding underneath all that white. So all I'm doing is rubbing it on, rubbing it off, putting more on, taking more off until I like how it looks. Now that that's done, we are going to dry assemble the wood pieces on the back of the frame, just to make sure we're in the right spot and that it all sets up nicely. When that's all set and done and everything looks good, we're going to pre-drill some holes in the 2 ends on the longer sides of the wood. So this way, when I put my screws in, it doesn't split my wood. And then we are going to take some wood glue on each of the little part ends and screw the sides together to make a box. You could use an air nailer, Sorry, you could use an air nailer on this if you have one. I do have one, but I was unable to set it up with the tank and it was just a big mess, so I said let's go for screws. What I'm doing there is making sure I'm sinking the heads of the screws in so they're not sticking out. This project was a lot of fun to make. It kept my brain working and trying to hold all the pieces together, but in the end it was fun to make because it's something that I did on my own. Other than the wood cutting, my husband helped me with that on the weekend. Here I am showing you, I'm putting the glue on the two ends there. I'm going to take that long piece. Oh, first I'm going to rub it in with my fingers, move it all around. And then I'm going to take that long piece, squish it on top, and stick in the screws. Now that we're all done that, we are going to put the box onto the frame. I'm taking my wood glue and putting a generous amount all around the edges. And then I'm going to set it on top of the back of the frame, squish it down. I'm going to take a heavy binder and stick it on top so it keeps pressure on it. And this glue takes 10 minutes to dry. So I left and came back in 10 minutes. And here you have it, a nice wood shelf. It's very pretty. In the next few things, you'll see pictures of it in my house. Thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you could, please do me a favor, subscribe and like this video and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that notification button. I hope you all have a wonderful day. See you next time. Bye.